Hi everyone, my name is Andisa and this is Becoming Dr. Andy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on today's video, I am going to tell you why I chose medicine and give you my overall experience of being a medical student. So first, let me take you back to grade 9. You remember in natural sciences when we were doing those organ systems, right? And I got so interested in that subject when we were talking about the heart, how it pumps blood from the right atrium to the ventricle, all of that stuff. And I was like, I want to be a heart doctor, right? And for me, I thought I was just gonna get into medical school and study cardiology. And let me tell you what, I got scammed, okay? Because I just discovered that I have to spend at least 13 years in school before I become a cardiologist, counting from my first year, okay? And that is at least, it's not guaranteed. And also, I didn't have any other options because, believe me not, I was so bad in EMS. There's this other exam where I got like 12 out of 120 in grade 9. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna take accounting. So things like CA, actual sciences, they were just out of the window. I was like, okay, what is it that is left for me? I didn't want to do like engineering and other stuff because I felt like a lot of people were doing it and I didn't have that much interest in technology and all of that. And like when you're in high school, you just be looking at your subjects, be like, okay, which one am I performing best in? And for me, I was good in maths, right? And I didn't have enough knowledge to know the type of careers that I can take that have maths in it. So I was like, let me just be a heart doctor. Another misconception that I had was like, okay, medical school is just like we're studying life sciences with a touch of practicals. So if you're gonna be studying one subject, it's definitely gonna be easy. It's not gonna be challenging. I am good at life sciences. Ooh, Andisa. I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. Cause I got into first year and they'll be like, hold up, you are doing physics and chemistry this semester. Yes, I was good with that in high school, but like I didn't expect it. And another thing that kind of broke my heart was that I left maths in high school and I would never see maths again, because in medicine we do not study maths. Like, what are you going to be counting? Patients up to 20, you definitely know how to count up to 20. So I was quite hacked. I was quite heartbroken that this is not what I expected. This is not what I ordered, okay? And also because I was interested in cardiology, for me to be going through gynecology, histology, everything ending with a G, besides cardiology, I don't know, child. I really don't know, because now we do blocks and you get to do gen med, psychiatry, gynecology, and you get to do like obstetrics, like all these kind of blocks that you were not interested in initially, only to not get where you wanna be. That is my problem. Because also, it is not guaranteed that when you finish medical school, you will get that post to be a cardiology or to be a pediatrician or whatsoever you want to be. You are not guaranteed. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm in this and I might not end up being what I wanted to be in the first place. So basically I am trapped between a rock and a hard place, because I didn't see myself doing anything else. Like, I was just sitting thinking, I can't be doing accounting. Medicine is on my neck. And I look around, I do not have any talent, I do not have anything. So my only option was the only way forward. So it was actually difficult. Did I want to quit? A couple of million times, I am telling you. So now let me share with you my overall experiences from the moment I stepped into medical school. Number one, very competitive. Because imagine, out of all the kids that wanted to study medicine in the country, or in the continent, or in the world for that matter, they just only picked 230. So now, yes, you seem like you're the smartest kid in the block or whatsoever, of which it's not 100% true, but you do feel the pressure. Because the first thing, we have our own campus, right? We are so isolated from the other faculties, of which there's a good side, there's a bad side of it. Because let me tell you something, good vibes, good varsity life is up there at upper campus where we do not go. And medicine is all about umgo, and we are there at medical school going through the most together, and it stays there. Like, literally. And I was like, okay, I feel special and all, but another thing, I feel so pressured, because every time someone asks me in first day, oh, what are you studying? I'm like, medicine. They'll be like, ooh, okay, sis. I'm like, please, don't do that. Don't do that. I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? But definitely I felt the pressure. The pressure from family. Already they're calling you Dawatela. You just haven't even written your first test. And I was just like, yeah, ne? It's about to get tough. But also another thing is that when it comes to attendance, I know a lot of people have been asking me, do you have time, because now you're studying medicine, do you have time for friends and whatsoever? From first year up until third year, right? Those are preclinical years where we were attending stuff that were compulsory and also lectures that were not compulsory. So you could work around it. Like, if you feel like you're confident in this topic and you don't want to attend this lecture, you are free to not attend. During our time, it was not compulsory to attend the lectures, but there was stuff that were compulsory that you needed to go to for DP, right? And also our classes ended around 4, 5. So after 5, you could literally just go and do whatever you want, as long as you trust yourself that you're gonna pass. It is fine. And weekends were free. We did not go to school on weekends, so it was kind of flexible from first year to third year. I know people who are living their best lives, going out and having fun while studying medicine, and some of us were like struggling, not having a good time, not having good marks. It happens, right? You are not guaranteed that if you do not go out in varsity, you will get good marks. You might not go out and suffer. So pick your struggle. Pick your struggle. And the content. So first of all, medicine, I don't think medicine is hard. Hear me out. I don't think medicine is hard. The concepts, to understand the concepts, it's not hard. It's not a complex degree, to be quite honest. The problem is the amount of stuff you have to know. The amount of stuff you have to memorize in a short period of time. Because I remember we would have like at least 5 lectures a day, and I'm sitting there, these lectures are busy rapping or reading through this lecture slides, and I'm just like, I'm not getting anything through my skull. So I have to go back and learn these things by myself. And I realized that I do not have any study method. I do not have any study skill. In fact, I do not know how to study. Because from high school, I was like, I was able to pass all these subjects with flying colors. So surely I know how to study. I know how to make notes. Really. I tried writing down my notes, typing down my notes, printing out notes, highlighting, textbook, slides, YouTube videos. The content is just a lot, guys. You constantly have to do your work. And it's not like if you go over your content once, that's it, you got it. You have to go back to it again and again and again and again, up until you can't do it anymore. That's how it is. And also another thing, our exams, which is another biggest, I don't know why they did this. Like, you know, in health sciences, especially, let me just say in medicine, we do not have exams like on 14 April, 6 June, 7 July. Do you understand that type of thing? We have exam week. If we have 5 exams to write for June, we write them in 1 week. And that will be content from the past 6 months, which is crazy, which is insane. Because how am I supposed to write 5 big exams, including practical exams, in 1 week while revising the past 6 months? So we get like a consolidation week, which is like a week, and that's if you're lucky. You get like a week before your exams to study the past 6 months you've been doing and writing these exams in 1 week. That's not the worst thing. Pass mark, our pass mark in second year was 65%. A joke, my darling. It was 65%, meaning that if you get 65, that's a 50. 64, fail. 60, go back home. What is that? It was so difficult. I think currently the pass mark is around 55. Thank COVID. So guys, academically, I was very, very challenged. I felt stupid a couple of million times, okay? And I looked back and I was like, you've been doing so well for the past 12 years of school. You really can't just start being stupid now. And I got to understand that I'm not stupid, just that I'm not given enough time to study, you know? And when I literally when I got my first fail ever in my life, I was like, it's okay. We'll do the next one. Next one failed. It's okay. We'll try the next one. Like, literally, the advice I'm gonna give you, forget about your distinctions, forget about metric when you're coming to medical school. Like, be a new being, start afresh, new identity. Because when you get here, nobody really knows you, right? So if you're getting your 51, ain't nobody gonna be checking on you and be like, weren't you the one who got a 98 in physics? So for me, in order for me to have peace and to sleep well at night, I was like, it is okay. It is definitely okay. You do not have to be on the dean's list or get a cum laude in this degree. It is hard and you are trying your best. Guys, I was staying up at night, studying at upper campus, coming back at 4 a.m. only to get a 51. Obviously, it's because of the 65% pass mark, but all I can tell you that if you are going through that right now, if you're in second year or third year, don't be hard on yourself. It happens to the best of us. That thing is hard. Those years are really, really challenging, right? And I promise you, it gets better. It doesn't get easier, but it gets better. From coming, like from second year, third year, to being fourth year, fifth year, it gets more practical, but it gets better content-wise. So please hang in there. Do not give up. Let's talk about social life. So when you get into varsity, right, you guys don't know each other, be like, hi, hey, my name is, and whatever. And now it's time to make friends. It is not easy. I found it very, very hard to make friends in varsity. Some people just found it very, very easy because they found people and they clicked from the get-go. And I can tell you that, number one, it is affected by the way you look, the way you dress, the phone you carry, the laptop you use, the car you drive, that's if you have a car. Those things do count, because from me observing from a distance, I noticed that, okay, these people are a group of friends because all of them have iPhones, MacBooks, cars, cotton on expensive, by the way. They're wearing nice clothes, and do you understand, they're like having plans over the weekends, going out. And if you are only depending on NSFAS, you do not have money to go for drinks every third day, you can't maintain that friendship. And I realized that some friendships are grouped according to the economic background, economic status, and that is not 100%. Like, there are friendships that you can see that, okay, these ones are genuine friendships, they like each other, they click, and all of that. And I promise you, you can make good friends as long as you have good social skills. I do not have none. That's why up until today I do not have a group of friends, and I totally do not advise you to be like me, really. Like, do I want to have a nice group of friends? I do. It helps, they carry you through the most difficult times. But unfortunately, I was not fortunate enough to make like friends. Do you understand? But an advice that I will give you is that try also to make friends outside of med school, because imagine if you guys are going to be friends and you're in med school. Yes, you will carry each other through difficult times when the test was difficult, share notes and all of that, but that environment gets toxic because everyone is just depressed, everyone is just burnt out. So you just need like a breather and a fresh air. Get a friend from humanities or somewhere else that they won't be really much complaining about school, and when you need to relax and you need to not think about school, then you can hang out with that group of friends. That's just like my piece of advice though. But as I said, that time is what you make out of it. Like, if you decide to spend 2 hours going out clubbing, I might spend that 2 hours in my room sleeping or watching Netflix. So you do have somewhat a time for a social life, but sometimes throughout the degree there are points where you do not have that much time, and I'll get to that right now. So currently I'm in clinical years, right? As I've said, the content gets better right now. Content wise, it's not that heavy. We do not have so much lectures to do, but also it is block dependent. Like, there's this block called Gen Med 1. That block is so hectic. We have so many content to study. It is because it's like general medicine. You study about every kind of disease and every kind of like system of the body. So that's why we have a lot of notes. But the content is bearable because you study about asthma now and you go see someone with asthma. You study TB and you go see someone having hemoptysis in the hospital. Do you understand? So now the content is relatable and you are able to kind of like link your notes with the practical stuff that you do at the hospital, and I think that's what makes it easy. And when it comes to time, right now, because we are doing blocks, we do not have sit down lectures. Like, we do not come as a class and be like, okay, someone is teaching us something. The only thing we do is to wake up, put on our scrub, stethoscope, go to the assigned hospital, start seeing patients or do whatever. So currently we work like according to like shifts. They'll be telling you that, okay, you're working from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or to 9 p.m. and that is it. You can't be like, okay, I'm not coming or whatsoever. It is a requirement that you be there. So currently in clinical years, it is hard to have time for social life, going out, because if you're gonna be on call from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., then what? You can't do anything about it. And also, we work during weekends, during holidays, public holidays. So it is worse in that way compared to pre-clinical years where holidays were holidays, weekends were weekends. Here We work during weekends, we work during public holidays. Obviously, it's not every time, but like if you're on call on a weekend, you are on call on a weekend. And the worst thing that I hate the most, we do not get a cent out of it. No compensation whatsoever. Like we go there, see patients, take bloods, put on drips, do everything that we need to do, but dololo allowance. It's really sad. And if you're coming to medical school thinking we get paid, unfortunately, I hate to be breaking these bad news, we do not get a cent. So after me talking about all the challenges of medicine, surely you are asking yourself, why do you keep on choosing medicine? Why didn't you change to something else? Number one, as I've said, I do not see myself doing anything else, to be quite honest. I do not see myself doing anything else that could sustain me for like the long term. Yes, I can probably go study fashion design and be a fashion designer because I love fashion, but will it sustain me? I'm not sure. So I think really medicine is the only option for me. That is number one. And number two, financial independence. I think like medicine is a good career if you want to be financially independent, especially at a very young age, because we are one of the most, not me saying we, doctors are one of the most paid like people, like in terms of medical interns, like in terms of interns specifically, they are the most paid interns. Not really the most paid, like one of the most paid. I don't know what the stats are, but like one of the most paid interns in South Africa. And in this economy, you want to graduate and already want to be financially independent. You know, you want to get your apartment, you want to get your car, you want to build your mama a house or whatever you want to be. And to start at like 35k or 40k plus monthly salary as a 25-year-old, 24-year-old or 23-year-old, I feel like to me that is a really, really good. So that is why I keep on choosing this career. I was like, okay, it's fine. If I feel like it is not for me, I can just look for something else on the side. But meanwhile, I feel like it will sustain me long term. And number two is that I do not ever get to sit in a job interview, because in medicine, when you're doing your final year, you get to pick like options or places where you want to go to, like hospitals where you want to work, and they place you there. Like it's an automatic placement. So while I'm sitting here, automatically I am guaranteed a job. I do not have to sit in a job interview and prove myself whether I'm worthy enough. I'm out here right now proving myself that I'm worthy enough. After I get that degree, I am being placed at a hospital, so I am guaranteed a job. And to be guaranteed a job in this economy in South Africa, I feel like that is a great thing. That is a really, really a great thing. And I get to help people, make them feel better, make them feel comfortable, and that to me gives me like so much pleasure to be able to help someone, like give someone a helping hand. I may not literally like save every patient that I have, but to know that they look at me and be like, this is someone that can help me and they really appreciate my help, to me that is fulfilling. And that is one of the most things that I love about this career, that you get to help people and you get to be skilled. Like if someone faints in front of you, you get to act on that. You do not necessarily have to count their deaths. I'm just kidding, but like, you get what I'm saying. Like that's what makes this career so special, is that you get so skilled and you know about the human body, about like diseases and stuff and how to cure them, which is really, really nice. And I also think medicine is so cool. Like the title itself, it is a really, really cool. It might not be the best career to make money, but to be called doctor, That is, to me, the best thing ever. And I would literally do anything just to get that title, even though I might not work as a doctor, maybe like till I retire. But for the fact that I get to keep that title, to me, that is really, really cool. And doctors, I find doctors really, really cool. Like, imagine you get to know more about the human body. You're out here performing open heart surgeries and you're talking about all these big terms. I find medicine really, really cool compared to other careers. And that is why I am still here. I am still persevering and I am still moving forward. And that's it, guys. We've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching up until this far. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll be so much happy to interact with you. Tell me whether you're convinced to study medicine or not, or you're still thinking. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I promise to give you more content, more insight, more opinions about medicine in general and being a medical student. And share this channel with your friends that might need to hear what I'm saying or that want to do medicine. I'd really appreciate it. See you on another video. Bye.